Actually, my experience, actually, remember I booked the date, Sky Lounge.
I've done it, bro. I've spent silly money, bro.
You know what she said to me? She said, Christian,
I would have preferred a park date.
she said, don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain.
Ooh, what a woman.
So just
What a woman.
20
Still in your
seconds.
life?
Last 20 seconds, just talk about from a female's perspective, friends that you have. How
Part of the culture, but we ain't part of the culture. Still making it rain, but a little words fly in soaking. Them man there, some them man there. Tree say we don't know them. Always chatting about Lengo, roll with the stick man, have to outgrow them. You see this life, only get one, don't get twice. Can't value it, treat it right. Find purpose, meaning, fight. That's destiny calling. Ring, 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 ring. We accept the warning.
Boys and girls, welcome back to season 1 from Fate to Finding Love, and we're here, episode 2. I'll go by the name of Christian Adam, and with me, my co-host, as always, with the energy.
It's your boy Mickey. We're out here. We're outside. How you doing, my boy Christian?
Oh, we're doing good, brother. We're doing good.
You're looking smooth, though.
Appreciate you. We're looking clean. What's the topic for today, my bro? Let's talk about it, man.
You can't ask me that. You got the paperwork.
I got the paperwork. All right, cool. So, I'm glad to say we have back in the studio. There's a round of applause for the one and only, the man himself, Mr. Samuel Speaks in there.
By popular demand. Back by popular demand.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the love as well, man.
Okay.
Listen, Mr. Speaks, the last time you were on, like, when I say you set something straight for me, for a certain man out there,
I appreciate that, man.
you know, you came across eloquent. You came across direct.
Where you get them word there?
Wait.
It's an eloquent.
Eloquent, you know them one there.
I feel you.
And,
I appreciate it, man. It's one of those ones where it was just like, I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be transparent. I'm no saint. Like I said, I'm in that prodigal son phase. I'm in my phase right now, and and I hope my honesty and transparency and my apologies to past and old situations. I just pray that helps elevate and raise someone to do the same. Do you know what I mean?
Glory.
All right, so what? Should I go through the first question?
I think
That's it, man. I thought Chris was on with the papers.
We got. I got one here. I'm gonna run the first one.
I'm liking
the
these.
first one.
I'm liking these cards, by the way.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
decent,
appreciate-
innit?
I'm liking these cards.
You know?
You see the picture on the back.
You get
of
me?
the man
I
there
don't know
that
if you
time.
can
They're
see
doing
it.
bits. You get me?
I
Trying to be organised.
I appreciate it, man.
Because you know me, I ain't organised.
Appreciate it.
For those of you that want to know, on here, London Kings in the house. Some of the London Kings. You're gonna meet the whole crew in due time. We're gonna kick off. So, first question in the house, brother. Okay, so I'm gonna slightly reword it from the way the producer
Y'all
is.
got me on the last one with the questions. So I'm just like, what kind of questions are we?
Bro, it was heated on the last
It's
one.
a good
man.
question.
You were cooking on the
good
last one.
Hey, I felt like I was in the kitchen.
It's a good question.
I felt like I was in it.
So this one here is very practical, and these are questions that I think sometimes a lot of men, very basic stuff, a lot of men tend to struggle with. So the first question really is, we're in London, obviously.
Yeah.
In your experience, where are some of the best? It's a two-part question.
Okay.
Where are some of the best places to take a woman on your first date? It's
What a
part one,
question.
and part two, as men.
You keep moving out the mic. It's
we-
that purple shirt.
We
That
got
shirt got you feeling smooth.
Have a word with
Man's
him.
feeling so
He's
free.
doing too much.
He don't even want to speak to the mic.
Man slipping off the sofa.
It's
It's all
that slow jazz. That
And
slow
he's
jazz.
got that male Jenny Francis voice. Like,
talking about?
Go on. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, it's good. It's good vibes, man. It's good vibes. So, first part question.
Yeah.
Where'd you take her on the first date? Second part to the question: how much as men should we be even spending
Ooh,
on the first
y'all
date?
throwing that
In
at
your
me.
experience.
It's a deep
Mickey,
one,
you
innit?
made that question, innit?
No.
That's
It
a
wasn't
Mickey
me. It
question.
wasn't me. You know, because you know me, I'll take a girl for a walk. We get
So
to know each other on a walk.
So here's the biggest thing with my experience. With my experience in dating, and I don't want it to be like man's dated bare people. That's really not the vibes.
Come on, yeah.
Anyway, I really ain't. But anyway, the first question. Sorry, best places. I'm gonna give you guys a major key from my experience. The best places are the greatest places. The best places that you can go to are the places where you paid attention. Let me give you an example. You had a conversation, and she says that she loves art galleries, and you go to an art gallery for your first date. Or she says, I like hikes, you hate hikes, but you're interested, you go for a hike. Might be some basic hike or whatever. It's paying attention. The paying attention dates are the best dates I've found and I've experienced. And that and let me take you deeper. The reason you
Pause.
The reason you've got to pay. Yo, this is a Christian podcast.
That's a deep one, bro.
The reason
paid attention.
Yeah, it's where you pay attention. Those are always going to be the best days. But to go even deeper on that point, it's you thought about it. And as a man, if I have to think before I do something, it means I see this decision as an important one. So I sat down and Googled art galleries because you like art galleries. So I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm serious.
You're winning on that first day.
I mean, you don't always win because I'm not married.
No.
But
you set a precedent.
As a man, you've set a precedent, and within yourself, you can leave that whether it worked out or not. And even if it doesn't work out, you'll find that they were blown away by what you done, and you set a precedent. Not even if it didn't work, you set a precedent not just for yourself, for them.
For them.
I mean, first of all, how do you feel about crazy golf?
You should be the one answering that question, but I think
drawing man out.
You go there every week.
let me just plug in Swingers, okay, near the Big King. It's a tough place to be. Second part of the question.
Okay. Is that what we did? You got a black card. Membership.
Come on.
The bouncers know me. In terms of how much you spend. I see you got somebody new with you today. What?
That's crazy.
That's actually,
you go to the same spot and the staff are saying, "Oh, you come with someone new."
That's deep.
As George said, you're done at it.
Let's edit that bit out. But let's talk about how much money we should even be spending on first dates, because it's such a difficult subject for some people to talk about. Because, and let's add another part to that question: should you be even paying for certain things on the first date? So I've given you a 3-part question: how much should you be spending? And as a man, should you even be paying for things like restaurants, drinks, etc. on the first date?
All right, cool. So let's go with the latter, because I know this is a stigma in society. And I'm going to say this from my perspective. And let me make something clear about me. I don't care what you think about what I say. If I believe in something, I'm going to run with it. Okay. I'm not going by what society says. I'm going to go with what I believe. I have 2 sisters, 2 beautiful sisters. And when you have sisters and a mum that you love, you think about things differently, I believe. You think about things from a perspective of, how would I want my sisters to be treated? So when it comes to spending money, I'll touch on the how much in a moment, but when it comes to spending money, if I've asked a woman to come out, I want to show leadership, I want to show swag, I want to show my attentiveness, I want to show all those skills as early on as possible, because I want you to know that even though this is a first date, I'm still going to hold you down. That's the precedent I want to set for me, and the tone I want to set for her. I'm going to hold you down. Now, did I say I'm going to hold you down every day of the week? No, I'm going to hold you down on this first date because I'm going to set a precedent, because I am going to hold you down. There's going to be different ways where you're going to hold me down. There's going to be different ways where I'm going to hold you down. But at the end of the day, I want to hold you down on the first date. And here's why. Because I want to be old school and show that I've taken the initiative to take you out. Now, here's what I love. I can always tell really quickly, yeah, with a woman, I can tell really quickly how it's going to pan out. I genuinely, in my heart of heart, don't mind paying for the first date. I'll get to how much in a minute. I genuinely don't mind. I don't mind. I love when I see someone say or reach for the person and say, I don't know, I don't mind paying a little bit as well. Now, I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying I'm going to hold you down regardless, because that's me. But what I will say is, any female that's made that move, yo, it's done something to me internally. I'm not going to lie.
Speak it.
And that's not me saying I can't lead. No, I'm going to lead you, babes. I'm going to show you that I'm going to hold you down. But in that moment, what you showed me is that there's going to be a moment where you're going to hold me down. When I may not have it, and you've got it, you may hold me down. You're probably going to hold me down.
Talk about the feeling of that.
The feeling for me is, do you know what, like, this individual, and some people, look, you just have to reach for your bag. You don't even have to go in.
Pretend.
Just
pretend. Just bring out the purse. Bring out your phone like you're about to scan it.
Don't
scan it, but pretend.
That's what I'm saying. Just for me, the feeling it has for me is, do you know what? I respect you. Because even though I said I was going to hold you down, you still want to show some sort of respect in your own way, and that's your way of doing it. You reached for your purse, you reached for your bag, but nah. You know what? You may even get a double in the next drink that we order. Do you feel me? It's the intent.
It's the intent.
That's the word I was looking for. It's the intent. And when there's intent, I love it. It just does something really great to me. But I'm always gonna lead and pay on the first date. Now, how much you pay? We're in a very tough time. I don't know if any of you have seen it. It's hard out here.
It's not easy.
It's difficult. How much you pay depends on the tone that you want to set when you start. Do you want to set the tone that you're just going to start everything from up here? Remember, the first date is like an interview. I'm getting to know if I even want to spend time with you again. You're getting to know if I'm even worth your time spending again. So it's like an interview. Do any of you bring big lunches to job interviews? No. So what you do at this interview is you work within reason. I'm going to show you that I lead. I'm going to show you that I've used my initiative. I'm going to show you that I've paid attention. What I'm not going to do is spend crazy money because I don't even know if this is going to go where I want it to go. I don't know if you are who I want in my life.
That's first stage.
So the amount should be based on the precedent that you want to set. So for me, if I want to set a precedent where I'm going to lead and I'm going to pay attention, I'm not going to go to what's his name? Basquiat what's the famous artist?
Banksy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't going to his gallery first. If you like galleries, we're probably gonna go to the Tate. We're gonna go to a local artist at the Tate, but we're gonna enjoy art. Do you know what I mean? And then over time, I'm going to upgrade the art that you see, because as I upgrade the art that you see, I'm upgrading how I feel about you. Jeez. I'm showing you, I'm upgrading where I want us to be. I'm upgrading because I'm gonna show you in my upgrades. Steadily, recession, interest rates, inflation. I'm going to show you steadily how I want to upgrade where it is we are. Because if I show you within yourself, you're going to know, well, when we first went on our date, this is how it was. This is the precedent that he set. But now we're here. Now we're 4 or 5 dates in, and you know what? The standards moved from where we were, and we've gone up.
All right, sir. So I've got a question. Now, normally my technique is to first take a woman to a bar.
I respect that.
Take her to a bar.
As long as you ain't getting drunk.
No.
About that,
bro.
Get out your
Let me land. So I take him to a bar. Don't stop. So I take him to a bar, buy the first drink, and I'm always
non-alcoholic or alcoholic? I'm even just asking.
Whatever she wants. It's whatever we feel at the time.
I feel you.
Yeah. Non-alcoholic, because it's a Christian podcast. And then, depending on that date, determines on whether we're going to go to dinner afterwards.
Okay.
What's your view on that? Should there be stages to dating on the first date, or should there be the dinner, or, as you said, set a precedent first date and then next date? Because what I don't want is to, it's not like you said, that first date for me is the first stage of the interview process. If we do go to dinner, then
for both of you.
For both of us. If you pass that first initial interview stage, then we're going dinner. But most women, we've just had that drink, and then everybody needs to go home after that because I want feeling stuff. I want feeling, I want connecting. You get me? So, is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? Is that a good technique? What are you saying about it?
So what I would say is this. I'm not perfect. And as a man, you have to know what works for you. I'm not going to knock that. I actually respect that to a certain degree. Because what you're saying is, we can have a drink, we can talk, we can get to know each other. And if there's a vibe, if there's energy, then let's continue the night. There's nothing worse. I've got female friends. And just a quick one. For any guys that don't have female friends, you're slacking. I'm going to tell you why. I've learned so much just listening and having conversation with my female friends.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Some of them, after the first drink, don't want to go to dinner, but they can't even say no because they're just not the character. They might be an introvert and they're just not even the character to say no. And now they're at dinner with someone that they don't. So that tier, I get it. That makes sense.
I mean, they have the option to run away if they want to run away. I have the option to run away if I want to run away.
And I think that's fair. You've given someone the opportunity. You say, look, you've had a drink, you've had good conversations. You may have, let's say you've not had a great conversation. You may then say, and she may say, do you know what, it wasn't, you may lead and say, look, it wasn't the vibe that I thought it might have been. Are you happy to call it a night here? She may say, do you know what, I felt the same way. Let's call it a night here. Or she might even say, do you know what, no, I actually enjoyed myself. A little disappointed, but no, if you're not feeling it, we can cut here. Women like honesty, bro.
Yeah.
Speaks. We gotta wrap up and go to the next question. But let's just get this one in very quickly before you go, because the point you made about having female friends is so critical. Can you just in the last 30 seconds, right? Can you just talk about how a woman perceives a man who takes her on a date and is spending a ridiculous amount of money on her on the first date? I actually, in my experience, I actually remember I booked the date, Sky Lounge.
I've done it, bro. I've spent silly money, bro.
You know what she said to me? She said, Christian,
I would have preferred a park date.
She said, don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain.
Ooh, what a woman.
So just
What a woman.
20
Still in your
seconds.
life?
Last 20 seconds, just talk about from a female's perspective, friends that you have. How do they perceive a guy that's leading with his wallet?
It's different for every female, though.
Okay.
Because how does a guy feel with a woman that leads with her body? Like, for me, it's there's levels to it all. You want to ensure, as a guy, like she said, you want to be able to maintain this level. You can't be going Sky Lounge, 51st floor, and then the next day you're going to Dixie's Chicken and Chips. It doesn't make sense. So what you want to do is you want to be like, okay, cool, look. I think it shows individuals. I think it shows women. I could be wrong, but I think for some women would love that. Some women would love that. And you'll take them to this 51st floor restaurant, wine and dine, get drinks and whatnot. You think you've had, and she's blocked you and she's ghosted you because you're disposable.
God, my God.
Do you know what I mean? But some women would prefer. I remember doing this. I went on I call them fully loaded dates.
Okay.
It's fully loaded because you've done everything. You got a rest. You've done an activity. You've done a food. You've done a juice. Now you're doing a little walk and a talk. You're doing everything. It's fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
Fully loaded. And she was like, I would have just preferred us to just do this end bit. She said the best part of this date was the end bit, us just talking and walking. And you know what that done to me? Let me see who was paying attention. What do you think what did that change for me that night?
Go on, Christian.
I'm the host now. I'm sitting on y'all. What did that do for me that night, Christian?
I have no idea, bro.
Nikki?
It changed your perspective on dating and how you approach it.
So generic. You're right in terms of how I approach it. What it done was it made me pay attention.
Pay attention.
That's what it made me do. And that's where I got the pay attention from. That's where I got paying attention from. Because what she basically said to me was, you didn't pay attention to what I have been initially talking about. And although you've done the walk and done the talk, you led with something totally different. Because you didn't pay attention. And that's when I started paying attention. And when you pay attention, does it always go right? Nah, man, I've paid attention down to the T. And women just weren't interested. Cool, you just weren't for me.
Was it meant to be?
You're gonna, when you see me glow up, you're gonna slap your
I'm
I'm joking.
we gotta keep it rolling, man, with some brother Mickey.
All right, so as you said, so the man pays for the first date. Yep.
No, I said my precedence.
Your president.
Yo, you podcast people ain't gonna get me.
Alright.
I said for me, my perspective,
Your perspective.
my standard of wanting to be a leader and how I see it,
Yep.
and how I want to treat women.
Yeah.
For me, I'm paying for the first date. Man.
Second date.
Second date.
Yep.
Second date. Maybe I've asked to see her again, and she said, and someone's done this before. I asked to see her again. We went out, and she said, "I'm gonna get these drinks."
Nice.
No. You had the first one.
Nice.
I'm gonna get these.
Yeah.
So sometimes just even without it happens. So second date, a bit of both, bit of 50-50.
Okay.
However you want to see it. But initially, I've got a show.
Okay. How about going Dutch? Would you ever go Dutch on a first date, second date, or third date?
First, Dutch is 50-50, right?
Yeah, 50-50.
Dutch on the first date is just not me. I'm sorry.
All right. Second date.
Second date, Dutch. Like I had someone offer me a drink before. Cool, I'll take it. Am I still gonna show? I'm probably still gonna show out.
Yeah, you're gonna show out.
In my own way. Third date, I'd love it. If I've done the first two, if a woman took me out on the third one, just took control. You know what? No. You stop right there. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go here.
Yeah.
And then she sorts it out. You know what that shows me?
Yeah.
That shows me that on my birthday, when most guys in relationships get things and maybe that shows me that she's gonna be creative.
Yeah. Awesome.
That shows me that when it comes to Christmas and stuff like that, she gonna be creative.
She's gonna be creative.
And the thing is it a guarantee that that's what it's gonna show you? No. But what it does is it opens up the door for you to see something that if someone doesn't show that, how are you gonna know? It's all about, again, I come back to it. It's all about the precedent you want to set. So my thing to women would be, at what point do you want to show that you can also take charge? Because there's going to be times where I'm going to be down, my back might be up against, or I might be abroad, or I might be somewhere else, and I just need you to just hold me down for this season or for this moment. And I think our generation has made men feel weak in that sense. Yo, even when I'm down, even if I'm a wounded lion, I'm still gonna. I'm a woman's nurturing me and holding me down. Yo, I'm still gonna be a bulldog, bro. I'm still gonna tear up the jungle if anyone tries to disrespect my house. Let's just call it what it is.
It is what it is.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you don't have to be weak just because your woman's holding you down. So yeah.
All right. So I've got a long question for you. Yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Would you date a woman that earns way more than you? And would you ever consider being a house husband? So that's like
the house husband is a no thing.
It's a no thing. Isn't it?
Wait, what's a house husband? Let me say something again for the world. Yeah. Always get clarity first.
I mean, let's keep it simple. What's your definition of a housewife? And then we'll reverse to gender.
No, this is not what the conversation is.
Because that's exactly what
I can answer that question, but this is not what it is. Let's because I wanna get to that part. So you said husband. So what's the definition?
So how I would define it is that now my woman earns is a breadwinner.
Yeah.
I now have to keep the home.
That just doesn't sit with me.
It don't sit with me. It don't sit with me.
I'm so sorry.
It's a question that
breadwinner.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold down my household.
Yeah.
And be a leader. So for me, I would not be a house husband personally. Does that mean that I can't cook? No, I can cook. You lot can see that.
Take care of the children.
Does that mean I'm not going to be able to look after my kids? No, it doesn't mean that. Does it mean that I'm not going to be able to clean my house? I'm trying to get cleaners anyway. But does that mean I'm not going to clean my house and stuff like that? No, it doesn't mean that. But what it means is, I've got to still be the head hunch. I've got to be. And there's going to be times where you might be down. It might happen. And she might have to hold it down for a little bit. But I ain't staying there. I'm grinding to make sure that I get back so that my woman again can be led.
Alright, so if she earns more than you...
If she earns way more than me.
Is that an issue?
You said way more. Nah, I haven't got an ego.
Okay.
If she earns way more than me, I don't have an ego.
Okay.
But what I will say is I will work hard to make sure that she doesn't feel that she's...
the only one picking up
the only one, yeah. I'm even if she's making 100 grand more than me, she's gonna think I'm making 250 grand more than her because I'm still gonna hold down my woman. I'm still gonna hold down our household. I'm still gonna put in the work. It may just be that you're in a field that pays more, and or you're at a level that demands a higher pay. That just may be what it is. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna slack off or I'm gonna sit back.
All right.
Me personally.
Quick observation: you tweaked at breadwinner. Talk about it.
I tweak at that because for me it's like, I don't even want to go deep like this, but
slightly, go on. Touch it. Go on.
Just the tip, man.
Alright. Let me. Whoa.
Major pause.
Major. Bro, so much of a pause.
Gotta leave.
Yo, so I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real now. I'm gonna be real. Let me just say it like this. I've seen struggle. I've seen struggle, and I've seen what it looks like when you don't step up as a breadwinner. Let me just say it like that. I don't need to go deep. I don't need to.
No, you don't.
Like, I've seen struggle. And I've seen what that looks like being, not being the breadwinner and allowing someone else to be that person. And then becoming comfortable with someone else being that person. And then becoming really comfortable with someone else. Do you know what I mean? And for me, I want to be a leader. A leader is a breadwinner.
Yeah.
the Flintstones. My man goes out and comes back home. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day was showing us that. Like, we as men are meant to be hunters. Hunters are up at the crack of dawn to get the food.
Yeah.
So that it's easier for everyone else. So if I'm not the breadwinner, I'm sorry, the main breadwinner, or wait, what was the thing?
Breadwinner.
That
Like literally breadwinner.
the person. Wait, what was the question though?
So the first question was
What
like,
was
you
the
know,
statement on the breadwinning part? What made
like
you...
well, the statement that you tweeted at was the
what?
woman being the bread.
Oh yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Because I want to lead. I want to lead, and it doesn't. Leadership isn't down to money. It's not down to the money. It's down to your actions when you don't have the money. Like, you can still be a breadwinner without the peas.
Yeah.
You can still, in terms of the mentality, the grind, the work effort, the what you do. Do you know what I mean? The how you get back, the how you claw it back. So for me, I just want to hold down my family. Like I said, I've seen struggle, and I just wouldn't want my woman to ever see struggle.
Okay. Another question.
My family.
Very quickly, because like you come with so much content.
I appreciate it, man. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So men lead.
People have their own opinions.
We have vision. Yeah.
Men lead,
and they will have vision.
and they'll have vision.
For the relationship.
Yep.
The family. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But a man also.
I'm not gonna lie, Chris. Sorry, dripping. That shirt's kind of drippy still. I'm gonna need you to send me the link for that shirt. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need you to send me the link for that shirt.
It's done, my bro.
And the way this podcast is moving, that might be a rollie soon.
That might be a rollie.
I'm joking. Sorry, man. Sorry.
But coming back to this, a leader also knows when to step out the way for the woman to lead.
Yeah, because ego, no ego.
Talk on that for a little bit.
In what sense?
In the sense that a leader isn't just the man that is at the front. He also knows when to manage, when to bring, like, for example, when it comes to finances, for example.
Yeah.
If he's not good with finances, then he knows that he needs to pass the buck over to the to his partner to now manage finances.
The Bible talks about a man being, I can't remember the terminology, the stewardship in terms of holding the funds and the funds and stuff like that. So you need to become good.
He needs to become good.
If you're not good, learn how to become good, so that you are the stewardship over the funds and the finances and stuff.
But
is that in the Bible? I'm sure it's in the Bible.
Something to that extent.
I just can't.
But if she's better at
if
it.
she's better at it, then she's better at it. But you still want to have leadership among it.
You want to have oversight on it.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's you're the head hunch. So
Yeah.
if she's great at it, then that's sick. It's gonna make life a little bit easier. But don't slack off because you're not great. Just because she's great at it, don't slack off.
Awesome.
It's a difficult one because.
But I do
because the Bible does talk about the man being the head of his wife and the household. What it doesn't actually give us is being the one who's responsible, primarily stewardship of the finances.
I think there is.
So just
someone Google it, man.
Well, but let's stick with Vicky's point, right? So
Yeah.
if you have a relationship where the woman in the relationship is the one that has the financial skill sets to actually run the family, how does a man put your ego aside and are you saying that in respect of that the man still has to lead from a financial perspective? So just try and pin down.
Right, yeah. So let me help with that. So I don't know the biblical term, which is frustrating me, but I will find it. Whatever that is what I'm talking about. But here's the biggest thing. What I'm not saying is that a woman cannot be great at the finances and you're taking advice and stuff from her. That's not what I'm saying. Let me make that clear.
I think that needs clarity, yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely not saying that. What I'm saying is you need to be able, like, because your point was what my statement was on your point that says she's better, you don't know anything. Well, if you don't know anything, you've got to learn it.
You've got to learn it, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to learn it. Because what I keep thinking to myself is the world are wolves. Yeah, if the financial world has the most wolves, I want to be a protector, a leader as a protector of my household, my flock. So the best way for me to explain it is, if I don't know, I've got to learn these things so that no one's taking advantage of my woman. That's how I mean it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that a bit more clearer?
I hear that.
So then that way, yes, she's greater at it, but let me still be in the background. So if something pops off and someone's disparate, this is actually, I can still jump to the forefront and still defend my missus over the finances. Does that make sense? So hopefully that sorts that out a little bit more. So of course she can be, but when I talk about the leader and stuff like that and stewardship, I just want to make sure that in a world where there's wolves and people that will come at her with whatever it is, whether it's sitting down with a mortgage broker and or sitting down with a financial advisor, you still have enough knowledge to support your woman and back your woman if the wolves try to jump out. That's what I mean.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. Let's get to the next piece on here. These questions are all tied and interconnected with each other. So the next piece is around what kind of woman are you looking for in the sense of a modern woman who works and contributes financially. However, she has less time for you and the family, or a traditional, quote unquote, traditional woman who isn't spending that amount of time in the work environment, in the workforce, and doesn't contribute financially, but she has more time for you and the family.
Let me make something clear. If this hasn't been clear enough, I want to
clear it up.
Hold down my household. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, but it's a lot harder and stuff like that. Okay, I get that. But I'm going to hold down my household. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to hold down my household. All right? I want a woman who's able to be at home to look after the kids and stuff like that because she wants to. Because I've seen what happens when a lady gives birth and then she has to get straight back into work. I want to be able to say, babe, when you're ready to go back to work, you go back to work. Do I just want someone that's just sitting around though? No, I don't want someone that's just going to sit around.
Gotta have something about you.
Like, you gotta be doing something.
You gotta have something about you.
Like, babe, I'll fund a dream. I will hype up. I will be your hype man. It might even just be you wanna, I don't know, you wanna make coloring books for children. I'm gonna support you with that. I don't care. I'm gonna hold you down doing that. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
So for me, I don't mind a woman that's at home. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. But don't just be at home. Like, let me help invest in you to get something as well. But I initially, if no one's got it, I want to hold it down. And that's my aim, and that's what I'm working towards.
And I think, I hear you. I think Mickey hears you. I think the audience hears you. I think the spirit behind that question is, I think we live in a culture now where the value of a woman being at home to actually build your legacy, your family.
Yeah. It's because people see.
It's been so depreciated. That's the spirit.
Do you want me to tell you why? It's because our generation sees the word submitting as slavery. That's what it is.
Has a negative connotation.
Whenever any of us use the words, you must submit to your husband, women in our generation start flinching and that, because our society and stuff, we've made it like a slavery. Because a lot of people have. Let's be real. A lot of people have. But that's not what it is. Submitting is being able to say, this is my man. He holds down the house. He leads. I'm going to support whatever decisions he makes, as long as he's gone in a line and done it with Christ.
100%.
I'm going to support those visions.
100%.
And so I feel like that's why a lot of people struggle, because society has made the word submitting become slavery, or
100%.
almost like slavery.
It's that definition. I've got a friend who full-time mother, 3 kids. Whenever she's around her single female friends, the idea that she's put her husband and her kids before her own career, the way she gets put down in conversations, and I think that the whole point around how do we view the value of family in the modern culture, in a world like we live in, is the spirit of the question.
So to cut you, but on that, that's sad to hear to a certain degree. And that's why I'm so passionate about being able to hold it down, because if you're able to hold it down, she doesn't have to give up her dreams, bro, just to look after the family. She doesn't have to. Because if you can build and put yourselves in a situation where you can help her still do something to do with her dream, it may not be running it up 100% because obviously you've got newborns or whatever, but if you can do enough to help, still help her with something or fund something or support her doing something, then
I think as men sometimes we approach this from a financial perspective.
Yeah.
I'm paying the bills, I'm holding you down financially. But what we tend to forget is when it comes to family, it's the time aspect that I'm spending building with my children. And no amount of money can buy time with your kids.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But what money can do is it can give you time and freedom.
Yeah.
Facts.
So if money can give you time and freedom, if I can put myself in a position that I can give our family the time and the freedom, because that's what money can do. Let's be real. Money can't buy you time, but it can buy you time back to a certain degree. In terms of, let me put it like this, you man get it, yeah? Like, I can't say, yo, I want to buy an hour. I can't do that, but I can buy back time because let's say I'm a multi-millionaire today and I quit my job. Well, I don't have to do 9 to 5 necessarily. I know people might argue and say, but you're still going to be, depends on the business, but you're not going to be doing the 9 to 5 and regimented leaving your house. You've now been able to free up time of your 24 hours and get it back.
Makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
And that's why I'm so passionate about being able to hold it down and being able to provide, because I've seen struggle, man.
Facts.
Right, you keep saying that word that's triggering me, that struggle.
It's because you must have felt struggle.
I felt struggle, bro.
Come on, man. Talk about it.
Talk to me about the absent male and what the absent male does to the family.
Yeah. So in my scenario,
You don't have to personalize it, but
I can be honest. In my scenario, because I'm a new guy now, I'm not angry or bitter or anything anymore. My dad's a G. I'm not gonna lie. My dad is a G. We may not see eye to eye on a lot of the stuff that he's done, but growing up, there are a few things that he taught me. Do I agree with everything he's done in his life? No. Am I perfect though? No. Do I talk to him every day? No. Is he invested in my life? Are we like buddy and da-da-da? No, that's not how it is. But I still will honour my father. Yeah. And before I was just angry, bitter, hatred, da-da-da, kill him off, da-da-da, all of this stuff. Don't judge me. but now it's like I'm at peace. You just do you, bro. You just do. I'm still gonna honour you from afar, but it doesn't mean that we have to be intertwined and all of that stuff. But I'm still gonna honour you. So what it does do. So I watched a video this one time on YouTube. It was a short, and it's funny because I've been searching how to make fried fish. Yeah, I'm a pescatarian, so I've been searching how to make fried fish, and so you know that things that are related to what you're searching, what you're watching will pop up. Yeah. So what popped up was a dad singing a Caribbean song with his son, and he was teaching his son how to make dumplings, fried dumplings. Now I don't know how to make fried dumplings. I'm sure it's very easy. My sister does it all the time, so I'm sure it's a very easy thing. But that simple thing, I was like, yo, I would have loved to have been able to. That son is gonna know. He was like 7. He's gonna know how to make fried dumplings because of that one bond that he had with his dad at that time. So what that does is those bonds give you an example of how you now are when you have a son, or how you are now in society. It helps give you and helps you understand responsibility. And I learned it late because I didn't have great examples. But I tell you an amazing example I did have. My brother. My brother's an amazing example. And the thing about my brother is I've been able to watch him and how he does things. And we're two different guys. You all know my brother. He's very calm. He's very collective. I'm the opposite. I'm jumpy. I'm jumping off. My sisters, if they're in beef, they're calling me. My sisters, if they want to slow down the beef, and they're calling Darren. Do you get what I mean? But I was able to learn from him how you can be a man just by watching the things that he was doing. Was I with my brother every day? No. My brother lived in his own yard. I lived at my mum's at the time. I live by myself now, but I lived at my mum's at the time. So we weren't speaking every day like we do now, but I was able to see examples and glimpses of what I needed to see. And I think that the absence of a father sometimes, and that's not to say that my father is absent. I'm not saying that he's absent. We may not have that great relationship and we haven't had that father-son relationship for time. But like I said, there's still honour because I want to live long in this world. Number one, but more importantly, I still have to remember some of the good things that he did do. And even though I don't agree at this stage of my life and a lot of the stuff he's done, I can still say I took examples from you of how to be great. I've also taken examples of you of how not to be great. So it swings in roundabouts. It's no one's perfect. No one's ever perfect. No one will be perfect. And it's just one of those things where I believe, just wrapping up on that question, I believe that you definitely need male role models in your life as a young man. Super powerful.
That is powerful.
Powerful.
Mr. Speaks has been epic, sir.
Is that it?
That is it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, time is up, man. Season 1, Mickey. Episode 2.
It's crazy.
It's
man.
Appreciate
crazy.
you guys having me back.
Content rich.
I didn't think you're not going to get me back on the first one.
The first one was fire still. My DMs have gone off. But anyway, I'll speak to you after that.
Man. Appreciate you all joining us, man. We're back again, man. Season
Who's the
2.
next guest?
Who's the next guest? We can't release
Oh,
that.
sorry,
We
sorry.
We can't even
Am I
release
asking too
that.
much?
Yeah, you're doing too much.
You don't need to get Ryan on. I'm calling out Ryan. Yo, you see these questions? You see these questions? Ryan needs to be getting.
No,
these
but it's a bit of
questions.
a loose cannon, bro.
Ryan makes me laugh though.
No,
man.
I love
Ryan-
the brother, but it's a bit of a
big up
loose
Ryan.
cannon.
Yo, you gotta get Ryan on this.
Loose
You
cannon.
gotta get Ryan on your podcast. That's 100%.
We need security if we bring
And
back
these
Ryan
cards
in there, bro.
again, like, look at. Is a camera anywhere?
Yeah, we got camera here, camera
It's
there.
got the question on the. It's got a question in
Clean.
there. It's got
Clean.
the thing
London
on the
Kings.
back.
London
London
Kings.
Kings.
The picture on the back.
We're going
I respect it, man.
international. We're going international. We're going global
I
with this.
respect you, lot,
We're
man.
going global with this. Ah, we out. Peace.
Peace.
What next question here, Money Mike. What are the potential benefits and outcomes of conducting due diligence? Because this is powerful. Before becoming emotionally invested in a new relationship. Right?
That's a tricky one.
Because there's this argument as men that, you know, we've got no emotions and we actually, when you really meet a woman that hits that part, that taps that part that no one's really done before.
Well, you think they tick those
you
parts.
think, but
until you have done.
Part of the culture, but we ain't part of the culture. Still making it rain, but a little words fly in, so can. Them man there, some them man there. We say we don't know them. Always chatting about Lengo, roll with the same man, have to outgrow them.